You should, if you want to be fair, investigate Hunter Biden's economic dealings in the Ukraine as well.
Does that mean we should be looking deeper into how Jared Kushner's family got foreign money for 666 Fifth Avenue, how Ivanka Trump got 13 trademarks from the Chinese government, how she was able to expand her brand since the president took office? I mean, giddy up. Let's do it.
If we want to go down the road of the politics of self-destruction of everybody, criminalize all politicians on both sides of the aisle and go after their family, yes, we can do that. But both sides are doing that. Nobody really should excuse themselves and say, oh, we're holier than thou and Trump is evil.
This is Rand Paul shooting himself and his party in the foot by demanding that we look into Hunter Biden's conflicts of interest. And while frankly it's taken way too long for the media to come back with this obvious rebuttal, the fact is the only thing we need to do is point to the president's own children, who are currently reaping a windfall of profits because of their dad's job as president. That the right is seriously trying to decry nepotism in the Trump era is just a new level of tone deafness. But if Republicans truly want to discuss the appearance of improprieties with Hunter Biden, who is not running for office and isn't even a campaign surrogate for his father, then sure, let's both sides this. Or as Stephanie Rule says,
I mean, giddy up, let's do it.
Yes, Hunter Biden did make roughly $50,000 a month at a Ukrainian energy firm, but Joe Biden didn't call for Ukrainian prosecutor Viktor Shulkin's ouster to protect Hunter's job. He joined the European Union, the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, anti-corruption activists in Ukraine, and the rest of the international community to dismiss him for ignoring corruption. By replacing Shulkin, it would increase the likelihood that Hunter's energy company would be scrutinized. This was never about protecting Hunter Biden, it was about fighting corruption. As for the right's breathless attacks on Hunter Biden's $1.5 billion from China, Hunter joined the board of Chinese fund BHR in 2013. In 2014, the fund sought to raise $1.5 billion in capital. Again, this wasn't a $1.5 billion check into Hunter's bank account. He was working on behalf of a private equity company to raise capital. Hunter did ultimately take a 10% stake in the fund in 2017. Now, not only did Hunter receive zero compensation as a board member, not only has he received no return on his investment since becoming an investor, but let's think long and hard about who was president in 2017. So if you're Trump and you're claiming Hunter used nepotism to supposedly enrich himself in China, maybe, just maybe, you might want to make sure his dad was actually still vice president first. And while we're on the subject of nepotism, let's, take a quick look at the Trump kids. Jared and Ivanka took in $82 million in income last year, including $3.9 million that Ivanka made from her stake in the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C., which has become a way station for foreign dignitaries looking to curry favor with the president. Now, I'm not claiming that Ivanka has lined her pockets to the tune of millions of dollars as the direct result of her father's emoluments clause violations. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm saying. As of today, Ivanka Trump has been granted a total of 21 trademarks from the Chinese government during Trump's term. Now, you might remember Ivanka branded products from when Kellyanne Conway violated federal ethics rules by using her position to start hawking Ivanka's clothes on air.
It's a wonderful line. I own some of it. I'm going to give a free commercial here. Go buy it today, everybody. You can find it online.
Or maybe you remember them from the press release that the White House issued to journalists promoting Ivanka's branded gold bracelet starting at $8,800 and up to $10,800. Or maybe you remember them from Ivanka's RNC speech, which Ivanka herself wasted no time turning into an advertisement to start cashing in on. Because what else would our federal government be if not just one big commercial for the president's daughter? As for Jared, the Kushner's company bought 666 Fifth Avenue for $1.8 billion just prior to the 2008 economic crash, and expectedly, it became a massive financial burden on the company. A $1.4 billion mortgage was due just this past February, so Kushner appealed to Qatar for investment help. He got no bites. Kushner then vocally supported a blockade on Qatar in what some saw as retaliation. Ultimately, a firm did bail them out, and its largest investor, Qatar. And surprise, surprise, no more vocal calls in support of any blockades. How convenient. As for Don Jr. and Eric, they now control the Trump Organization, which they pledged would have no new foreign deals while their dad was in office. Yet, and I hope you're sitting down for this, that hasn't been the case. They just sold a $33 million stake in a federally subsidized housing complex, which had to be approved by HUD Secretary Ben Carson. They sold $3.2 million worth of land in the Dominican Republic. In February 2018, Don Jr. traveled to India to sell more than $1 billion worth of luxury residential units built by the Trump Organization. The Trump Org sold a $15.8 million Trump Park Avenue penthouse, which had previously been occupied by Jared and Ivanka, to Angela Chen, who runs a consulting firm with ties to the Chinese government. According to Forbes, this price was 13% more than that paid for a comparable unit a year earlier, and that it sold at a time when the building's other units, on average, were selling for 25% less. But who knows, maybe there were new fixtures. In fact, while the Trump kids gallivanted around the globe to uphold their promise of totally, definitely not pursuing foreign business deals while their father was in office, American taxpayers covered the cost of their security. According to NBC, taxpayers paid over $97,000 for a trip to Uruguay, over $53,000 for a trip to Vancouver, and over $16,000 for a trip to Dubai. But hey, it's totally normal for our tax dollars to cover security costs for independent business people, right? Even Trump's cabinet has been siphoning money into the Trump Organization. Mike Pence recently stayed at Trump's Doonbeg resort in Ireland, despite it being 181 miles away from his official meetings in Dublin. US military personnel have been staying at Trump's Turnberry resort in Scotland, a resort that lost $4.5 million in 2017 and was miraculously up $3 million in 2018 after becoming the hotel of choice when Trump took over. Even Attorney General Bill Barr dumped $30,000 into Trump's DC hotel for a holiday party. The Trump family's entire business model is to funnel money from US taxpayers to their companies into their own pockets, and they're doing it on every front imaginable. The fact is, Hunter Biden recently made the decision to step down from the board of BHR, not as an admission of guilt, but because of the appearance of a conflict. Meanwhile, the Trump kids not only don't care about appearances, they're literally reaping a surreal windfall of profits from their dad's job as president. So the fact that the right is actually going to use nepotism as their weapon of choice heading into 2020, when Trump's kids are making themselves into multimillionaires multiple times over, day after day, would be laughable if it wasn't so sickening.